sideline. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Back to throw. Lindsey. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense.
The Seahawks send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Throwing on first down. Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On first down, Lindsey looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Looking to throw. Lindsey firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Schwartz. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. And quickly they get to the line. Back to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game.
On 1st and 10, Lindsey, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lindsey, over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing on 1st down. Lindsey, wide open receiver, complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. On 1st down, Lindsey throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lindsey, and that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Back to throw. Lindsey, and he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lindsey, and he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Back to throw. Lindsey to the goal line, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
Throwing to start the drive. Lindsey, and they're able to get this one across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Lindsey. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
throwing on first down. Lindsey, and that'll be incomplete.
Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback in a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves...
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It's certainly... Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how...
The Seahawks send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On first down, Lindsey.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw. Lindsey.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And